Hello everybody and welcome back to NASCAR Career Mode Heat Evolution Style. Today, ladies and gentlemen, race 2 from the 2017 NASCAR season in the updated 2017 roster. Today we are at Atlanta Motor Speedway, AMS, in the heart of Georgia. It should be a fun one. Last week at Daytona for the Great American Race, the Daytona 500, we came home 20th. We started dead last. Let's see if we can improve that this week. Heading into qualifying in session number 1 here from AMS, Hot Atlanta as it is known around the NASCAR circuit. Well, because we have, let's be honest about this, the worst car in the 40 car field, we get to have some advantages. I know you're thinking, how are you going to have advantages with the worst car? Well, guess what? We might not have engine power. We might not have the brakes. We might not have the transmission. We might not have, anything that top guys like Harvick, Busch Brothers, Johnson, Chase Elliott, Logano, we don't have any of that, but we can full throttle it. We do not have to let off an inch or a millimeter all the way around this track. Other guys will have to lay off. They will go into the wall, and they will go into the wall hard. We do not have to do that. All we have to do, hold down that pedal, gas pedal, and we're on our way. So, in session 1, we've spent about 2 minutes right now. And this is full qualifying, if you guys were wondering. This is full qualifying every race. And it is 13% races. So, we have a lot of races to go and even more laps to get through. 42 laps here today in Atlanta. I think there was, 26 at Daytona last week. So, we're bumping it up from 20, 26, 30, somewhere around there last year to 42. Our goal is to get at least half these races. Well, the race is done, but halfway. So, it's going to take time, but we will get it done. Speaking of getting things done, how about that entrance to pit road? We do qualify 23rd, so, hey, it all worked out for us. Didn't hurt the car at all, and we're on session 2. 10-minute qualifying time. We've been out here for 2 minutes and a half, 2.5 minutes. Doesn't sound right, can't English. We've been out here 2.5 minutes already. We've got some good laps in, but this is our final lap. And we qualified 23rd in round 1. We're going to come into pit road a lot more smoother this time around. You're going to see here in a second. We actually came in 19th. So while we did not make the cutoff at the top 12, we are going to start about actually right at mid-pack, 19th, 20th out of 40 cars. Coming a lot smoother, and we run a little slower in session 2. But now it is on to the race. Guys, this is going to be fun. Well, Atlanta Motor Speedway, hot Atlanta, hot tempers, hot drivers. They want action early. Guess what? They're going to get it. Because I said this is going to be fun. Well, it's going to be fun for the drivers, not for us. We actually get stuck on the bottom lane, and you're going to see after the race, we going into turn 3, or actually around the straightaway, out of the backstretch, we come up on somebody, I couldn't tell you who it is, and we absolutely fly like an eagle into the wall, and our arrow's damaged. It didn't get heavily damaged. And spoiler, we didn't fix it. So if you guys don't mind seeing that arrow, aerodynamic, I guess warning light, or whatever it's called, whatever you want to say, a little light, I'm gonna call it that. Yeah, that's gonna stay there. So if you don't mind, I don't mind. Guess what? We didn't come into pit road. I forgot to change the cast again to make it at least 1 stop, probably 2 on 4 times with 42 laps, but. Guys, I will work that out next week. I think we're in Phoenix next week. We're going to the West Coast swing. So, I think it's Las Vegas next week for the Cobalt 500, Cobalt 400. So, I'll definitely adjust the gas there and tire wear and all that. So, it won't be a no-stop race. Because, honestly, that's boring. And you guys probably want to see what happens. And, how things switch around during the race. And penalties and all that good stuff. So we're on lap 3, coming to lap number 4. We're on the back straightaway of lap 3. We have to catch the field. Luckily though, with the new AI system in this game, the developers were very gracious. because you have a very bad car and you're going, well, now we're going slower than we usually do, like 165, 170. We're going 150 without aero damage. The AI is going to slow down to about 160, 155 range, and we're actually going to catch up because after lap 4, we skip ahead a couple laps to lap 6, going into turn 1. And guess what? We caught the field. Chase Briscoe, thanks for coming. Not Casey Mears in 13. Ty Dillon, thanks for coming. David Reagan in the Florida Lottery car. Yeah, thanks for coming. We actually passed all these guys without any problems. Well, David Reagan, a slight problem, but we get past him. I was really shocked how fast we came up on the guys. 39th all the way to 36. I thought we would have to battle, but hey, not the case. Apparently we have a better car than rookies and a lot of veterans in the back of the field. Maybe 5 years in removed at the most, but hey, that's veteran in NASCAR. Joey Gase, 34, thanks for coming. Ryan Sindrick, I think his first name is Ryan. Yeah, we're gonna battle with him in the 19 car. That's for 33rd. We get that position. And because, again, we don't have to hit the brakes, we don't have to let off, we get to full throttle it all the way through the track 24/7 today at the race, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to pick up spots pretty easily. Our only worry now, that aero, it's getting air through the car, and it's keeping our temps normal. Guess what? That temp is rising. Right now it is at 210. If it gets above 220, we are in deep trouble, and we will have to pit. Ryan Reed for 32nd. No challenge. And we did a very good job of keeping the car off the wall. The damage, well, it is on the front. However, luckily it doesn't show the damage. And really, I thought we blew an engine, had a DNF. I was going to be honest, I thought we DNF'd after lap 1 on 2 corners. So, luckily we didn't, and we got the car back to where we wanted it. Again, just aero damage. It's all well and good. Matt DiBenedetto, 31st. Rolling up on him in the 32 car. We'll take that. Michael McDowell, the K-Love Chevy. We'll take that from the 95. Well, we won't, but we will. For 30th. And just like that, guys, we have gained 10 spots. We started, what, 19th? So we still have to make 11 more spots up just to get back where we were. But guess what? In front of us now, Trevor Bayne. You guys know him well from last season. He was our rival for 7, 8, 9 races heading into the chase. We didn't make the chase because we finished, I think, what, 22nd, 26th at Richmond. He finished like 33rd, so we missed the chase by 19 points. But this year, I feel like it's going to be different, longer races, different strategy, especially next week in Las Vegas. With the tire wear and all that, I'll make sure to adjust that for at least 2 pit stops a race. It's gonna be a good year. I have faith, and that's all you can really have as a NASCAR driver. Lap 2042, we are just about halfway. This is really the last battle you guys will see of the race, because after this, Landon Castle, in the car in front, I can't really tell who that is right now. Maybe Allmendinger, white car. I honestly can't tell, but after these 2 cars right here, we not wasted, but we spent about 7 to 8 laps trying to pass 1 car, and that was like that for the rest of the race after these 2. So you guys saw some battles, you definitely saw some disappointment, but we clawed our way back. We're up to 24th. We only have to make 5 spots up. Here's 2 of them right here. We would eventually pass these guys, but I thought I would show you the battle because this is all about NASCAR. The AI said, hey, you're fast enough right now, or, well, I guess consistent enough, and guess what? That's all it takes. So now we're having really, really good battles. If you can hear the PS4 in the background, I'm sorry. It's like a Boeing 747 taking off from Daytona Beach Airport, and I try. It's like every time I record, it's just, it has to go off. It's like, hey, I'm here too, James. Thank you, PS4. But enough about that. Let's get back to the race. Lap 22, we are now officially halfway through the race. We're still battling with Landon Castle. This battle would go on, except we pass him, and it's Clint Boyer in the 14 Mobil 1 car. We pass him, and then we pass Clint Boyer with ease, really. But Clint Boyer says, hey, you're a rookie, I'm a vet. I'm going to stick with you. So he goes low into turn 3 and 4. Not Landon Castle. Oh, who'd we just pass? No way, I think it was Landon Castle. Yeah, Landon Castle. We passed him in 34. I almost wanted to say Chris Buescher just because last year, but team update has me a little screwed up sometimes. And then heading into turn 1 and 2, something happens to Boyer. We get the run on the middle. Maybe that's the lane to run the rest of the race. We absolutely breeze past him. And then Denny Hamlin in front of us that is not for position. He's running 6th. So that means we're a lap down. We're 21st. So you guys saw that we were 24th. Boyer, that was for 22nd. We passed one car in the next 15 or so laps. So that just tells you how spread out this field was. And coming to 2 to go this time by for the leaders, it is 1 to go. It was a long race. It was definitely a testament of patience, especially in the late run, because my eyes were just done. Looking at this screen on the in-car, kissing the wall right there, my eyes were done. But we pulled through, and little spoiler, we finished 21st. So guys, week 1, the Great American Race, we come home 20th. Week 2 in Atlanta, we come home 21st. Hopefully the trend does not continue, because if it does, and you do the math, week 3 22nd, week 4 23rd, week 5 24th, so on and so forth, we would finish with 1 point about 7 or 8 weeks at least at the end. So we have to break this trend. We have to get back in the top 20 in races, and the rest will come naturally. But guys, here's the replay feature I wanted to show you. This is the start where we bumped into, I don't know who, I think Eric Almirola in the 43. I think it was him. Maybe it was Daniel Suarez in 19. I don't know. Maybe it was Allmendinger in the 47. But we'll check that out. We get a good aerial cam. Right here we're bumping with Almirola already. You can see we're 3 wide. I knew we were 3 wide. I just didn't know where they were. Daniel Suarez on top. AJ Allmendinger in the middle. Yeah, that's completely our fault. We go right into Allmendinger. Stenhouse gets lucky. He misses it. But, you know, luckily, we just suffered aero damage. And that 21st finish in Atlanta Motor Speedway today, ladies and gentlemen, will get us, if I do math here, 19 points. So, while it is not a completely great victory, hey, we get $9,789, so almost $10,000. Maybe 20th would have done it for us. But guys, 19 points. We are actually 21 points. Can't do math at all. We're up to 41 points, and we dropped to 21st in the point standings. Jimmy Johnson had the fastest lap at 34.556. Joey Logano led the most laps, 36 of 42. Way to go, Joey. Kyle Larson on the move, started 18th. He finished half that in 9th. Tough break. Didn't even know what happened, but hey, Kevin Harvick started on pole. He finishes dead last. So next week, he'll look to bounce back in Vegas. And Logano will continue his streak of dominance, leading the most laps. Next week from Vegas, the Cobalt 400. But that's not all, ladies and gentlemen. We come out into the main menu. Great news! We picked up our first secondary sponsor of the year. And our secondary sponsor that we chose would be Molly for a top 30. Molly. I think it's a construction group. So guys, we have 2 sponsors on the car other than the Moog. We are looking to get a new primary sponsor. That will be later down the road instead of this ugly red car. And we'll see you from Las Vegas. Thank you for watching this video, and subscribe if you're new to the Gamers Club. I will talk to you guys next week from Vegas. Have fun.